So let me share a little story about what happened when I went to Malaysia with Straits Times Singapore. You know all those news reports about like Singaporeans getting like con, like getting like their stuff robbed in Malaysia and shit like that. I just want to say, right, sometimes it's really our fault. And honestly, right, all the Malaysians I've met so far, honestly, have been very friendly and really very helpful. So I never experienced this kind of experience before. So literally, right, we rent our car, happy, we drive. Then after that, we drive to the Touch and Go place, Then drive up to the gantry, you know. At the gantry, they look at each other. Shit. We forget Touch and Go lah. We were right at the gantry of the Touch and Go with no Touch and Go card, you know. Me being a problem-solving content creator, creative brain in the midst of all these boomers, I was like, guys, let's just go and borrow the guys behind us the Touch and Go, so at least you can tee out, you know. 2 people seated in front, 2 people seated behind, right? So one of the person seated behind went to go and borrow the card from the guy, and then came back. We managed to go through the gantry. As she was walking back to pass the card back, right, my friend drove through the gantry when the car door still open lah. And then so what I found out was when the guy passed his Touch and Go card, right, he also told the balance of his Touch and Go. I'm pretty certain it was the balance of his Touch and Go card to the lady that was taking the Touch and Go card to go and help us tea, who's also part of this group of us, this group of 4 dumb Singaporeans, okay? And then like, she thought that he was telling her how much the toll cost, because she comes back into the car we were about to drive off. She was like, oh, yeah, I passed him 200 ringgit because he told me that the toll was 200 ringgit. Then in my head I was like, did we just pay $200 for the Malaysian equivalent of an ERP? I was like, how does that make sense? Because I'm just thinking, right, as a chicken farmer in Malaysia, right, and if I have to import and export chicken into Singapore every single day, right, how can I spend $200 just on one toll? I just need to pass 5 tolls in Malaysia, right? I have to spend $1,000 one way, you know, to go into Singapore. So it's like the math is not mathing. So after that, my friend next to me was like, I don't think the toll is so much. I think it's only $50. Then I was just like, how did we get $50? Still damn a lot of money, but how did we get $50? So apparently she saw the tap card thing, and like, I think the tapping card thing showed the balance of the previous card, and the balance of the previous card was like 40 something dollars. So I think she saw that $40+, so she thought it was $40+. So after that, the lady at the back ran back to go and take back our 150 ringgit, which is essentially, right, means that we still gave the guy $50, okay, of 50 ringgit just to go through a toll. She's like, okay, the math not mathing, but whatever lah. Drive. Then we reached the pit stop. Then after that, we realized, right, the guy that lent us his Touch and Go card was following us the whole time. And then when we parked the car, he parked his car. So he came out, he was like, guys, the toll not so expensive. The toll only 4 ringgit. Oh. It gave this guy originally 200 ringgit for a 4 ringgit toll leh. If this is not stupid Singaporean, it's we not even the Malaysians rob us, it's we own self give away money just like that. No, I was just like, wow. The way he came all the way down and he still returned us the money some more, you know. He didn't want to collect the $4 ringgit from us. And like, you know, as Singaporeans, right, we're also not driving as fast as Malaysians on the expressway. We're literally driving 90 km per hour. He legit follows 90 km per hour. So moral of this story is, Malaysia really boleh, Singaporeans sometimes really damn bodoh.